because you only live once, guys. I'm in my mid-40s and I don't want to regret not having tried things, not having done the things that I want to do. Oh, beverage. Right, well, I've been trying to I've tried several times over the years to get into YouTube in different ways. Like so many people, I watched it throughout the years, and I've always been a massive gamer. I'm an 80s kid. I grew up playing a ZX Spectrum and an Atari, and I had an Amstrad. Most people don't even know what that is anymore. And every Sega system that there was along the way, and all this kind of stuff. And so I kind of had my younger gaming journey well before the likes of YouTube even existed. And so for the past few years, constantly thinking, oh, I wish that stuff had been around when I was younger. I could have got into this sooner. I could have done so many different things. All this stuff has come along later, but it's stuff that I love and stuff that I think I might be good at, or maybe I could have a go at. And I've done so many things in my life, but always been watching YouTube stuff in the background, or gaming channels, or Twitch streams. I mean, I worked in retail for a long time. I worked in the likes of games, selling you your consoles. I've worked as a games tester for Microsoft. I worked on Kinect Sports and all that kind of stuff. So I've always been in the field of gaming. And then on top of that, fallen into other work, but always been kind of focused on media and games in the background because it's always been one of my passions. And so now in my 40s, I'm at a point where life has changed. My career trajectory has changed through redundancy and things like that. I'm now in a position where I, like so many people, are thinking, well, I despite all these experiences and all the things I've done, and I could just go and get a job in hospitality or retail or something. I've got loads of experience there. I want to do stuff that I enjoy. I want to do stuff for me, and I want to do stuff that all of these passions that I've always been following in the background. And so I thought, why not? Why not? I started streaming on Twitch probably about a year ago, but it's only in the last 3 months or so, because I built myself a new PC. I had a pretty old Mac before that was quite out of date. So I built myself a PC this summer, and I was like, right, I'm going to dual stream. I'm going to start streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And I kind of wish I'd started on YouTube ages ago, because whilst it takes a while to get going and to figure out what you want to do, it feels like, man, I should have just maybe focused there at the start, because the way that everything is set there, I can get better statistics on what I'm doing. I can see it, everything, the VODs stay up there, everything counts towards my metrics. And so, whereas on Twitch, everything just kind of vanishes, and there's nothing pushing you to the fore. There's nothing to help you. You're just drowning in a sea of streamers and everything else. And then any other content I do on YouTube will hopefully add to everything else that I'm doing within my streams and all of that kind of jazz. So here I am, 45 years old, and thinking, well, I'm working part-time. I'm doing other things to kind of help keep things afloat. And then my beloved wife has been so supportive of me trying to get things off the ground and, work part-time to support other passions, because you only live once, guys. I'm in my mid-40s and I don't want to regret not having tried things, not having done the things that I want to do. You only get all of this once. I don't want to be in my 60s and think, well, why did I never try? Why did I not give this a go? So that's where we're at. I started this YouTube channel. My gamer tag, Ziggy Chris, is my handle, because it's been so for ever since gamer tags existed. It's who I am. I play so many games. There's so many games that have impacted my life. I mean, sitting around an old CRTV, Square TV, playing GoldenEye with your friends or your family, and being able to see where they are on the screen and figure out, okay, I know the map so well that I know exactly where that person is, because you're all staring at the same monitor. Not like multiplayer now, where people are thousands of miles away, so you have no idea what they are seeing, but you could see everything. It was cheating. but it was great. Those sofa co-op moments are still something that I miss, and Halo LAN parties and taking my old Xbox round and a spare TV and everything in the boot of the car to go to a mate's and hook it all up and have LAN parties. And we'd use the PC room at school to play Quake across the LAN network when that became a thing, because that was like the thing. Um, I have all of these stories to share. I have so much gaming history that I've traveled through. That's my genre. I grew up with games. They have grown up with me. I have seen them evolve. The likes of Resident Evil in the 90s and Kojima coming out with Metal Gear Solid and showing us that games could be more than just a game. They could be like cinematic, they could be movie experiences. All of this kind of stuff. This is why this stuff is so special to me. And so I guess I'm just rambling a little bit, but wanted to kind of put out there on my channel for the people that have been following me on this journey so far about what I'm doing, about why I'm doing it, because I could go back to working in an office. I've worked remotely as an account director and things like that. I've worked in B2B marketing. I've done so many things, guys. Like so many people out there that kind of sadly drift from things to thing to thing, not always because of your choice, sometimes because you get made redundant, there's recessions, there's all sorts of things, and then or life hurdles stuff throws at you and you have to make certain choices to keep yourself afloat. Sometimes you do the things you don't want to do because it's the thing you have to do. I've been there, but now I want to do something for me. I want to share my gaming knowledge and experiences with anyone that wants to listen, to people that like to hang out together and play these games or share these stories and reminisce on all of the gaming history together and the nostalgia, you know? The reason I started a podcast called Saved by Gaming is because I wanted to connect with people who understand that gaming can be more than just the sum of its parts, that to so many of us it is an outlet, it's a safe place, it's a place you can get away from the world for a bit and be yourself or connect with people on a different level that you don't have nearby. You know, this is me. This is what I do. And so, yeah, 45 years old and starting a channel. I've done various failed, hideous attempts at YouTube over the times, but this time it's sticking a bit more. This time I am focused on wanting to give it my all because of the fact that I love gaming, guys. But not just to sit as a pastime, to share with you all, to share the adventures. And the biggest thing is the community, is hanging out and having people come into chat and come into the stream. And I love when people just lurk in the background. That's all cool. If people are, I've had it where I'm at work and I've got something on in the background of a game I like and I'm just enjoying it as like background music, almost ambience. But when people come in every day knowing that my stream is on and they want to share and connect and give me tips or advice or vice versa and share stories and talk about what's going on in the world, that stuff's all cool. So maybe it'll be different. Maybe we can give it a go. I'm sure I'm not the only mid-40s or middle-aged or older person who wants to do these things, who goes to work every day and thinks this is not for me. I want to do something with my life, or I want to do something fun. I want to do something that I'm passionate about. So I'm not going to give the over-the-top hype that a lot of the youngsters give, because that's not me, guys. I've been there. I've done that. I bought the t-shirt, many of them. Got a whole wardrobe of t-shirts, guys. But I have all of that wisdom and experience and all of those stories growing up, seeing all the different genres, all the stuff that we see now. We've seen it all before, guys. We've seen it all before, but games have changed so dramatically. It's also awesome to see and where we're going to go from here. So the plan is we'll make this a series and track how the journey of being a mid-40s streamer, gamer, YouTuber goes. We'll keep track of the metrics and monitor how the growth goes and just the growing the community and the channel and all of that. So if you want to come with me on this journey, which I hope you do, then please consider hitting the buttons and you can keep track of the next one and maybe just join us in a live stream and hang out because it's going to be great. And to all you other like middle-aged gamer peeps out there, or whatever your passion is, then don't be afraid to make a start because better late than never.